Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? First day of Advent. It's all downhill from here. I'm Susan Frickert. I'm the Director of Music here at Union Lutheran Church. So on behalf of the congregation and of the staff of this church, we welcome you to Union. I'm very pleased that we can give you this musical Christmas card to sort of get your season off right. Just a few things. The restrooms are on the other side of the gathering space if you need them, right in that hall, and there's also a water fountain. Would you please join me in prayer? Gracious God, we thank you for this day, for the opportunity to share good news of Jesus' birth with our community. We thank you for the gift of music, for its amazing ability to comfort, to heal, to inspire. As this Advent season unfolds, help us to prepare our hearts for your dear Son's coming. Give us the patience to wait and to watch so that we might open our hearts to the Advent gifts of hope, peace, love, and joy that Jesus offers to everyone. In his dear name we pray, amen. So if you have a bell, let me see it. How many people have bells? Yay, okay, that's great. I'm going to ask you to help with 3 of our songs today, and I'm going to ask parents to hold on to their child's bell until we get to those songs. Okay? There's always a rule, you know how it is. If you look at your program, does everyone have a program? You'll see there's a little yellow bell in front of a couple pieces. If you look at your program, does everybody have a program? Yes? Say yes. Yes, okay. All right, we're going to start our program with a lesser-known carol. Actually, it's a carol with a lesson. It was written in 1866 by John Mason Neal, an Anglican priest who loved translating ancient texts. And in this case, he even wrote his own text to fit an ancient carol. The setting of the carol is the day after Christmas, and the scene opens with a good and great king in his castle who notices a peasant gathering firewood outside his window. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Hither, page, come stand by me. If thou knowest it, telling. Yonder peasant, who is he? Where and what his dwelling? Sire, he lives a good league hence, underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes' fountain. Bring me flesh, bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. Thou and I will see him dine when we bear them thither. Page and monarch, off they went together, through the rude wind's wild lament and the winter weather. Sire, the night is darker now, and the wind blows stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how, I can go no longer. Mark my footsteps, my good page, tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find the winter's rage freeze thy blood less coldly. In his master's steps he trod, where the snow lay dinted. Heat was in the very sod where the saint had printed. Therefore, Christian friends, be sure, wealth or rank possessing, ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessing. Our next piece is an arrangement of a traditional Advent hymn based on the Latin antiphons dating back to the 9th century. Known as the O antiphons, they consisted of 7 verses sung at monastery vespers the week leading up to Christmas Eve. Each verse began addressing the Messiah with a title taken from the book of Isaiah. So some of them say, O wisdom from on high, O root of Jesse, O key of David, O dayspring. This arrangement features the singing bells technique, which is a similar effect to when you rub the rims of glasses filled with water and it starts vibrating and you get this ethereal sound. So you're going to hear us use singing bells in this piece. Okay, are you ready with your bells? We're going to ask you to ring along with us in our next selection, On This Day Earth Shall Ring. It was first published in 1582. We're doing a lot of really old carols today. You're going to actually use a handbell technique called random ringing. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You just ring. You can ring fast or ring slow. But you have to watch me, because I'll start you and I'll stop you. Okay? The bells are going to show you how it's done. Can you give us some random ringing? Watch how they watch me. They're great. Isn't that fun? Think you can do that? Let's try it. Let's try it. Ready? Get all those inhibitions out. Pretty good. Yeah. All right. So keep your eye on me through this song. So you are actually ringing when we sing the chorus, which is Ide o, Ide o, Ide o, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Okay? Actually, Ideo means therefore. So we're actually doing therefore, or something like that. Okay. Here we go. Wow, you're good. Give yourself a hand. You did a great job, people. You can read with us anytime. All right. Let's see, what are we doing next? I don't even know. Okay. I borrowed the title of our theme for this concert from the next piece that we're going to play, which is Christmas Bells Are Ringing. It's actually a combination of two pieces, Ding Dong Merrily on High, and I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, the immortal words of American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. It was Christmas Day, 1863. Longfellow was sitting in his study feeling very depressed and hopeless because his beloved wife had just died from a cooking accident, and his son, who was fighting for the Union in the American Civil War, was lying in an army hospital paralyzed. Suddenly, the church bells rang out, inspiring Longfellow to write this poem. I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Sounds pretty upbeat, right, so far? Well, there are more verses, even more than you're probably familiar with. Longfellow pours out his heart and says, "And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men." Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. Our next carol comes from Germany and is believed to date from the 1400s. Es ist ein Ros entsprungen. Lo, how a rose ere blooming is inspired by the poetic prophecy of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 1. There shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. This beautiful handbell arrangement is based on Michael Pretorius's exquisite choral version from 1609. You will again hear the singing bells, but this time you'll hear them individually as they blossom like a rose, gently opening. you. Now I'm going to give the bells a chance to sit down and rest their wrists. And I'm going to play something for you on the piano. One of the most popular songs about Christmas bells didn't start out as a Christmas song. It was a Ukrainian New Year's carol wishing people a prosperous new year entitled Shedrik, written in 1916 by Mykola Leontovich. In 1936, American composer Peter Wilhowsky gave it English lyrics, changing it to Carol of the Bells, yes. This song has been arranged and performed by just about every major music group in America. It has been featured in movies like Home Alone, The Santa Claus, and so on. I'm going to play you an arrangement by American composer Mark Hayes while my ringers rest themselves. That's strenuous, you know, to ring a bell takes focus, concentration, a lot of strength in your muscles. You're standing on your feet. It's not easy to do it. I think they're great. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys, come on back. God Rest Ye Merry, Gentlemen, is believed to be one of our oldest carols. It first appeared in print in 1760 with the title, Tidings of Comfort and Joy. But there are records of it being sung all the way back to the 1500s. There are also numerous reports of night watchmen singing it as they made their rounds in London through the centuries. You'll remember that it is sung by street carolers to the annoyance of Ebenezer Scrooge in Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. So some people don't like to hear this, but I hope you will. Are you ready, Bells? Yes, okay, then we'll do it. Now we're going to give you a chance to stretch your legs and stand up. We're going to do a little caroling, okay? You'll see there's a little yellow bell at Joy to the World. So I will bring you in again for some more random ringing when we sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature. So we're going to have a fun time with nature and heaven making noise. Stop. Start at measure 49. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Here we go. Good job. Thank you. You may be seated. Sing We Now of Christmas is a French carol, Noël Nouvelet, and it's a very percussive setting of it, by which I mean we're going to have a lot of table malleting and martellato, and I'm crossing my fingers that our beautiful decorations aren't going to vibrate and fall on the floor. But if they do, we'll just keep right on going, okay? Just a little stage effects here or something. just love that carol. I just want to introduce the bell ringers real quick before we play Jingle Bells. Our very lowest bell player is Doug Kuhlman, and if you've been watching, he's been handling more than 2 bells. Usually a ringer has 2 bells and they're sharp and flat, that kind of thing. He's got, I don't know, 10 million back there, whatever. Ring your biggest bell for us, Doug. Yeah. Do you know there are bell choirs that have 6 octaves, and that bell is like this big, and you can't even pick it up. It's usually made of aluminum because it would be so heavy otherwise. Graham Camp is also playing bass bells, and he does more than 2 bells also. He sort of helps Doug every once in a while and grabs bell. You notice people share bells. It's a very sharing group. And we've got Liz, and we've got Liz Marakovitz. I want to give their whole name. Candy Lang, Kate Guerin, my brain is like, Shirley Reynolds, Deb Geiger, and another Lang. They're sisters, right? Brittany Lang, and Deb Rudstrom, and Sandy Castaldi, and they are the Glory Ringers at Union. All right, time for Jingle Bells. So in Jingle Bells, we're going to ring every time. It's jingle bells, jingle all the way. Can you ring that rhythm? Right? You do that? All right. So get them ready. Okay, are you ready? Oh, you look so cute. Oh, okay. Here we go. Jingle bells. Hold steady, guys. Here we go. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. No, no singing, just the bells. Ready, guys, ready. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming this afternoon. This is our first annual Christmas concert. Very first annual Christmas concert. Okay. Bells, take a bow. Here we go. Good job, everybody. Really good job. Take another one. Thank you. Oh, my. Thank you. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas and a healthy, Happy New Year. And I'll see you in church.